What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Darkness Falls back here with another Girls Frontline 2 video here, man. So yeah, man, we have been cranking those videos out, and I wanted to get out this reroll guide video so you guys can make sure you reroll for the right units and make sure you have what you have. So of course, we just have some general things here on Pride One. Again, you don't have to go or go by what they have maybe on their tier list or anything like that. Pros and cons are not, I would say, subjective. These are legitimate pros and cons of what these units do in this turn-based game. So you got to keep that in mind. Of your play style, depending on how you like to play, can vary depending on the units you go for. So some units may not excel at certain things. If they're a range unit, you can't make them a melee unit. If they're a melee unit, you can't make them a range unit. That's just delusional to think that you can do that, but you can't. If they're made how they're designed, and you have to go with that. So first, we're going to start off with which character you want to reroll for. Mainly, I would say limited character is going to come first. I would say, of course, you can get the characters you want from the standard banner, but we already have the two banners. So first banner, we have Suomi, and of course, second banner, we have Ulrid. We already went through this. I'm telling y'all already. You want to reroll for Suomi. So you want to get Suomi on your account. Now, generally, if you get unlucky, you may not get her early, but this is the target you want to go for. But if you end up playing the game long and you don't get lucky and you have to get more currency through the story and you get this beginner banner here, you want to get Cheonkyu. That's the girl in the back behind or next to Nagant, because she is still to this day very good even on the CN version. So put my mouse here just to be sure. Cheonkyu, you want to make sure you get her on the standard banner. If you really don't care about her, some people can go for Tololo. Sabrina and Peridia, you will eventually get them later down the line as you continue to play the game. So you do not want to use them as rerolls targets. So Cheonkyu and Tololo, I would say, are your best choices. If you like Tololo, go for Tololo. If you like Cheonkyu but don't care about Tololo, go for Cheonkyu. Now, Nagant is here as well, and I'm gonna tell anybody just off personal experience, do not go for Nagant. Now, if you guys look at my last video I had for Girls Frontline 2 on the CN version, because that's the one I played, I actually had Nagant to start off with. So this is somebody who've already played with this character, and I mained this character on CN. So I use this character a lot. Now, this character has diminished a lot on CN, so you're not going to really see this unit like that, on the CN side. But if you really like Nagant, I mean, go for it. But I would not recommend it to anybody, especially if someone who has played with that character. I even had a dupe. It didn't do much. But there's a lot of other snipers we will get in the game that are just better kit wise than her. That also works in certain teams. Nagant is a electric unit, and her stun can be pretty effective, but she's not really, like I said, a unit you want to go for on this list. So like I said, Tololo or Cheonkyu. But yeah, let's look at this reroll guy here. So maybe they said time is time when it comes to reroll. You want to make sure you have the dedicated time to do so. Everybody don't want to reroll, so I understand if they just start with what they start with. So like they said here, Sabrina and Pridia, you eventually get them and their dupes. So do not reroll for them. We're not reading everything word for word. Same thing here. They mentioned you want to go with Cheonkyu. She's the best unit to go for reroll. And you do not want to get Vepli, because Vepli is going to get power crept by Lada or Loda, which we're getting in this first event on global. So yeah, if you get Vepli, start all over. So yeah, so it says rerolling is not worth it because you can't just delete the account. I'm pretty sure it's tied into your email. So make sure you guys have a couple emails already ready. make sure you guys are pre-registered, and that way, you know, you can get all the rewards. So you gotta make sure you use all the codes and, you know, play a good amount of time. So as you see here, we're getting to 20 standard pools. So of course we'll use that towards the standard banner. So of course, like I said, going for Shonkyu or Tololo respectively, and you know, hope for the best. Now after you get that character, like I said, you want to go for Suomi. So hopefully you can get Suomi pretty early, and then you'll be pretty much set, you know, where you know, you can just start saving and, you know, get ready for the next banner. So it says they're talking about the beginner banner, you know, pretty much what we already mentioned. You just got to do 40 pulls. So we got 20, so they give you half. As you play through the rest of like training and some of the campaign stuff, they give you the rest of the tickets. So hopefully, you know, if you don't get them right away, you're going to have to play a couple things. So like I tell you, you're going to play 10 to 12 minutes to try to get, you know, even just the standard character. So the limited character, you may not be able to get right away. But in these games, I always tell people, like any gacha game, Star Rail, whatever, even Weathering Waves, any games you guys see me play on the channel, do not use your premium currency on the standard banner. Always use your premium currency on the limited banners. You want to, you know, save that for premium banners, because they're always going to here and there give you those tickets, and you can just use the tickets on the standard banner. And I went over that in a separate video. So we do have a lot of standard tickets coming in, events, doing missions. So you will have enough to even probably get another 5-star or SSR after you do the beginner banner. So you don't want to you know, use it trying to chase them. You're gonna get another character eventually. But yeah, it says you contain more than one ancestor from the beast. Yep, pretty much what I was saying. So, you know, pretty much it's like I said, we don't need to, like I said, read all that word for word. Now, of course, they said here, you know, using the emulator for multiple instances. Now, I know it's different from how I had to deal with it. I couldn't re-roll at all because I was using the Billy client at that time, and that's the one I was gonna have to use to play the CM version. Now here it says you know, we don't have to go through that, so you can use BlueStacks. Now some people use LD Player. Some people may use some other emulators that may support this. I would say yeah, just log in as guest, go ahead and re-roll for those targets that we just mentioned, and then you know, hope for the best. Like I said, if those rerolls targets you don't really care about, you want Sabrina right now, you want Prettier right now because you think she's waifu, go for it. Like I said, I'm just telling you the meta and then the non-meta pick. If you don't really care about meta, go for whoever you want to. But yeah, the process, you know, can take a while. Just make sure you know, you claim everything, make sure you do everything correctly here, and then you'll be able to you know, get everything you need. Like I said, I'm just glad that this condensed like this. So this is why I just brought up Pride 1, so you guys just are not looking at anything. So I do appreciate all the people that put in work here on Pride 1, you know, for me to pull this up. So these are the codes. Like I mentioned, make sure you use these codes. Once you go here, the game is already available to pre-download. I already did it, so I already have the game downloaded. Whenever they open up the servers, you know, we're gonna start the re-roll hell, and you know, hopefully we get what we need. But yeah, man, you know, we got a lot of other things here for re-roll paths. Got the hell and the heaven, so you got different ways you can go about it. You know, just going for different things in pity, or going this way, get what you want and get out. Like I said, the hell path, that's gonna be going for, like I said, the you know, the limited character, trying to get to Lolo and you know, the other girl, and then, you know, trying to do what you do. But this way, you know, you'll probably just get those 2 SSRs from the, you know, the beginner banner and then the standard banner, and just progress that way. So like I said, depending on the way you go, it is what it is. But we're gonna go over a couple characters here and why, like I said, they're in that list of tiers. So as you see, Tololo's up here as a DPS with a Q, and like I said, you see her, you know, pros and cons are, you know, pretty good. So She's a low cost operator that has 2 CD skills and 1 ultimate skill for conference index cost. All her skills can be used at the start of battle. Her base skills have good damage and get better when she has buffs. Her passive has an innate crit rate and crit damage permanent boost. A natural neutral helix keys help keep enhanced, make her better play through early and late stages. So I don't want to read the last one. Doesn't matter. She's not a dupe reliant character, so that's good. But she will kind of age down a little bit as it showed here in the CM. So like, she'll be very strong now, but she will probably go down from like a S tier to an A tier, which is not bad. Or if you wanted to say uh, T0, she'll go down to a T1 or a 0.5, depending on what your scaling is. And like I said, Q, very strong single damage DPS here, and she does have some things there. Now she is good for like the fire team, as she is meta, as you can see in the CM meta here. She does provide a steady amount of DPS through action support. Action support has low cooldowns and allow her to continue to provide indirect DPS, unlike other T-DOS action support. So like they said about this unit, she's not beginner friendly. You want to get her level up to level 30 so she can get her neutral helix key. So you want to progress the story, you got to get that knocked out. It says heavily dupe reliant, as her best potential is locked behind a fortification segment. So that's fine. If you get her now, and then let's say if you lose a 50-50 on a limited banner or whatever it is, and you get a dupe of her, that's going to make her, like I said, even better. So as you can see, the reroll value for her and Tololo are the same. They're gold here on the side. Now, when you come here to Sabrina, like I said, you can get these people in the game. You already said at the top, that they're dupe reliant, but they do have a lot of good pros for them, and they also have cons, but they're all silver. They're not gold. But you see Sabrina, she's a hybrid DPS tank, which you can really do different things with her. Now she's not the best at AoE, and she's not the best at the DPS, so she's in that mid role where she doesn't excel at both of those. Like, she's not at the top of the list. Now she's good at those things, but she does not excel. So of course, like these characters, when we talk about Suomi, and like we talked about Tololo and these other characters that have all this red, a lot of them do need some other things, but a buffing character like Suomi will help these characters perform better in battle. Prettier, this character, just getting to the nitty gritty, even though they're not mentioning some of this in here. Oh, here they did. So it says her best partner spawn is Kool-Aid and Mechi, and they're not available on global yet. Yeah, that's another thing with this character. She does AoE, and she's on the corrosion team. This character is not going to be really useful until you get those characters later down the line. And Kool-Aid, she is a meta unit. So yeah, I know a lot of people are going to be targeting her, but yeah, this global schedule is different. We don't know if we're going to get her early or not, but at least through the dorm system, you'll be able to get Prettier anyway. So while you're waiting for those units to come out, you can get her. But like I said, if you want her right now, just know you're using her, nerf down until she get her best team to make her better. That's when she really start going off. No other characters can make use of this character right now. Only those two characters can. But she has low base damage, as you can see and read. Great AoE potential, but again, that potential is not unlocked until you get those other units. She's very bad against bosses. That's why they tell you down the line, single target DPS is going to be better in the late game. Like, it could be decent here and fighting some trash units or whatever, but I fought a lot of those crazy bosses and they're insane. Now Nagant, because I had her, she was a single target DPS. Even though she wasn't the best, I was able to get by. But if I would have had got Prettier, or if I had got Sabrina, I would have had even more problems fighting those crazy bosses down. But here's Nagant here. We got to her in Vetbly. I didn't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Vetbly is like, because she got power crept by a 4-star. I would say Vetbly is the Yang Ching of this game. I'm very sorry, Yang Ching fans, and you know, people always say, you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna say Bailu because I actually like Bailu, but yeah, you don't want to get her at all ever. We don't even want to talk about her. You will get her free though later. Nagant, like I said, I used her in CN, and when I was summoning, I said, look, I don't care if y'all don't if you don't give me an off unit, give me somebody I don't have. And they gave me a Nagant dupe, and I was mad, like generally mad. So yeah, I don't want to ever see this unit on my playthrough again because, like I said, I've used her so much. You know, it is what it is. I didn't care about the meta or anything then. I was just fooling around with the game. I didn't spend any money. I just played it for a couple months. I was like, okay, I'll wait till global come out. But yeah, skip those characters, man. Do not touch them. So of course we have to rate up characters. They're just talking about the same thing I already went over when I compare Urit and Suomi. Like I said, you see these values. It's not even close. She's not even silver. It's bronze. This character will be power crept easily. This character here is not even better than Tololo or Jin Q. So I don't know why they did her like this. Now, if and I'm just saying if I know they're not going to do it, but if this character was buffed on global, like say if this character performed different than this character performed on CN, we wouldn't say this. But this is the same character with the same skill, same kit, same one from CN. This character is underperforming. So I would tell anybody, please kill Ulrich unless she's your most favorite character in the game and you want to play with her just to see her on screen. Go for it. But Somi, still top tier character in the meta, and she is just a good character overall. Like I said, meta or not meta, I told you guys this before, man. Supports will outlive DPSs. Period. They will always replace a DPS with another DPS. It's hard to come by great support and replace that support. So different supports can function in different ways, but don't be aged out. You know, Ruin May doesn't age out Bronya or whoever, Robin, whatever in those metas. All of them function in different teams. So whether you use, I'm using that analogy because I'm pretty sure we'll probably get another support character down the line, but would you really need her if you already have Xiaomi? No, you would probably have them both. You know what I mean? Which would make your team even crazier. So yeah, man, supports are hard to replace. DPS is very easy to replace. So yeah, I hope you guys get the gist of who to target. And, you know, if you have your own opinion in the matter, you know, you can, you know, summon for whoever you want. But yeah, that is the reroll guide. I just want to show y'all, like I said, the gotcha system, who to go for here. You guys already know what it is. These are just weapons that go with the characters because we had the beginner banner. So yeah, man, I hope you guys the best on your summons. I am going to, like I said, once the game open, I'm going to start uploading more videos on that as well, just so we can, you know, have this journey. Like I said, when I played CN, I didn't upload or put a lot of videos in because I knew that I wasn't going to invest in the game. So there's no point in me doing that unless I really was going to keep playing CN forever, which I do for PGR. I main CN, I'll load CN content and, you know, some other games. But when it comes to this game, because I knew that I was going to main global, do expect a lot more Girls Frontline 2 video. So I do appreciate if you made it to the end of this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you ain't already done so. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.